the new Just to Impress winter update is coming in only a couple of days. Here's everything we're expecting and everything we know so far about the update. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So ever since the winter update got announced, there has been so many sneak peeks and leaks we have gotten from Just to Impress about the update. However, Just to Impress recently had a Q&A live stream with the community manager and the writer and manager of Just to Impress, and they answered so many questions that we had about the winter update. The first thing they addressed in their Q&A is new ranks. So there was a lot of rumors going around that there was new ranks coming. They did confirm that there will not be any new ranks in the winter update. However, in the next update after that, they are planning on adding more ranks since a lot of people who have been there since the beginning are already top models. Another thing they announced in the Q&A is that there will actually be an advent calendar in the winter update. So this is super exciting, and this is what the manager and writer had to say about that.
Yes. So we are going to have an advent calendar in our winter update, which is something I'm personally really excited about. Like, I've been asking for an advent calendar for a really long time, and I just think they're really, really fun in real life and in games too. So get ready for a bunch of cool items and different features or different gifts that you can get in this advent calendar.
So this is huge news for Just to Impress. I feel like I've been dying to have a daily reward type of system or something like that, and the advent calendar is perfect for that. I am a little sad, however, that the advent calendar is starting in the middle of the month type of thing, but at the end of the day, I'm just happy that we are getting an advent calendar in Just to Impress. I feel like, especially for those diehard Just to Impress fans that play Just to Impress almost every single day, it is gonna feel so nice to get rewarded for hopping onto Just to Impress every day and being active during the winter update. So I am super, super excited for the advent calendar, and I'm really curious to see what some of the prizes are gonna be. Now, another question a lot of people were having is if the new winter update is going to be as big as the Halloween update. So they stated that the winter update was not going to be as big as the Halloween update. However, it will be as cool. So with the Halloween update, a lot of people were experiencing lag and overstimulation because they just added a lot of stuff all at once. You know, they changed the map to look like a fantasy wonderland, and they also added and removed a lot of items. So this caused a lot of lag for players, especially mobile players. And they said that with the winter update, they are really, really focusing on reducing lags, especially for the mobile players, to ensure that they have the best gameplay. So this update will not be as big as the Halloween update, but it will still have a lot of cool new stuff, new poses, new items, and a new lobby and runway as well. So they guaranteed us that it was going to be just as fulfilling as the Halloween update. So I am so excited for that because that's all I really care about at the end of the day. Now, another thing that the manager and writer did talk about is the new Lana lore coming to the winter update in Just to Impress. So with the Halloween update, there was an entire Lana lore quest, and it was super fun. It had 3 chapters. You could get code items by completing the quest, and it was just super fun, and I think it contrasted really great with the gameplay of Just to Impress. And this is what the writer and manager had to say about the Lana lore coming in the winter update.
Yeah, so there is going to be new Lana lore. So as you know, I've written the upcoming Christmas quest, which will be in our winter update, and there will be some Lana lore sprinkled in there. Just make sure you look around the map. But yes, the Lana lore will continue. I don't really have any plans to stop it anytime soon. So there's going to be about the same amount of chapters as there was in the Halloween update. So I'd say there's about 3 chapters officially. I am adding a little bit about Lena's backstory in the upcoming Christmas quest. So if you're very attentive and you look around, you should be able to find something that will let you know something about Lena's backstory. So I have been looking at your guys' requests for Lana lore related things and how you want to know more about Lena's backstory or Nurse Julie's backstory. So I have been adding things like that. So it will be split into 3 parts or 3 chapters. And I feel like this quest honestly is like really fun. Like, we're gonna have different mini games for this quest. So I'm not gonna like spoil what the mini games are, but we did share a sneak peek of one of them, which is like a gift themed mini game. And we have something that has to do with reindeers, and we have something that's kind of like roller coaster themed. I'm not gonna spoil too much what it is, but this quest, in my opinion, is like really, really fun, and it shouldn't be extremely agonizing. I know part 2 of the Halloween quest with Nurse Julie and the chase scene was like like kind of crazy. It's not going to be that insane, but it's still going to be very fun, very competitive. And the storytelling and all the quality and everything is going to be just as amazing as the Halloween quest was.
So that is super exciting, guys. By the looks of it, it seems that there is going to be a lot of Lana lore hints and stuff like that sprinkled throughout the map. I am really hoping that they add more secret rooms and stuff like that, because that made playing Dress to Impress a lot more fun. And with the Halloween update, the Lana lore was very separate from Dress to Impress. You know, you had to go to a different game and stuff like that and go through a portal. However, based on what the writer of the Lana lore said, there is going to be a lot of hints and Lana lore sprinkled throughout the Dress to Impress map. So we will see it on our day-to-day Dress to Impress gameplay. And another thing they did mention is that there's going to be the same amount of chapters in the new Lana lore. So there's going to be 3 chapters again. I know there was a little bit of a debate whether they were going to have more chapters or less chapters in the new Lana lore quest. However, they did confirm to us that there's going to be 3 chapters just like the last Lana lore quest in the Halloween update. Now, a question a lot of people also had is if the winter update is going to be the end of the Lana lore, and this is what the writer had to say about that.
No, it will not end after this update. Will she always be the main character? I'd say pretty much, yeah. I mean, Lana has grown to become kind of like our mascot of sorts. We don't really have an official mascot, but if we did, it would definitely be Lana.
So even though she didn't give us too much information, that is so exciting, as Lana will continue to be a huge part of Dress to Impress and the fashion game itself. I feel like a lot of Roblox fashion games don't really have a side storyline or like a lore attached to it. So this is super fun that the Lana lore is still continuing, and it is probably going to stick around forever in Dress to Impress. Now we're going to move on to talking about code items. So there is a lot of code items coming to the winter update, and I am so excited for these, guys. We actually have a couple sneak peeks of the code items that are coming, and there is one super exclusive code item, and I'm going to tell you guys the method to ensure that you get this code item before it becomes unavailable. So this is one of the first sneak peek code items that we got, and this is such a cute set, guys. I think the top and the skirt will probably be separate. However, we don't really have a ruffly skirt like this in Dress to Impress, so I am so excited for this, and I feel like the top is also very businessy and boss girl type of vibes, which we also don't have too much of, so I'm really excited for this code. Now, another super exclusive item that is coming to Dress to Impress will actually only be available the first 3 hours of the update. So make sure you guys have your notifications turned on and you join Dress to Impress the first 3 hours of the new update, because this code will not be available after that. And it is this super duper cute petal dress. Apparently it has a lot of different toggles as well, so there's multiple versions of this dress, and they all look super amazing, guys. I am so excited for this dress. We don't have anything like this in Dress to Impress yet. And to ensure that you guys redeem this code item in time, make sure to use the code winter update the second that you join the Dress to Impress update for the first time to unlock this dress. However, you must redeem this code in the first 3 hours of the update. So this is a little poster that Dress to Impress released about the dress, so it will only be available for 3 hours from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern time, and after that it will not be available ever again. So make sure to clear your schedule, guys, because you definitely want to get this dress. Now let's move on and talk about items that are being added to Dress to Impress. So up first, I want to talk about these stunning heels, guys. These are so amazing and definitely super winter vibes. They instantly reminded me of Elsa from Frozen, and the outfits are just insane, guys. The amount of detail and creativity that went into creating these items are insane, and I am so excited to see what the developers cooked up for this update. Something else that is being added in the winter update is colored fishnet tights. So currently in Dress to Impress, the only way to get fishnet tights is by putting on these tights over here and clicking on the fishnet patterns that only go with skin tone. So obviously, if you have a colored skin tone, you will not be able to use the fishnet tights, and you also cannot change the color of the tights. They all come in black fishnet, so it is a very simple look. But in the new winter update, they're actually going to be adding colored tights. So this is the video that they released, and it looks like you'll be able to use a color wheel type of system to decide what color your fishnets are, and there also seems to be 3 different versions of the fishnet tights. So the one to the very right looks to be just normal fishnets. However, the other 2 seem to have little heart cutouts in the fishnet tights, which I think look really, really good. But not gonna lie, when I first looked at it from far away, it kind of just looked like bad layering or something like that. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. We are also getting these boots in Dress to Impress, which are obviously very winter vibes. I love the fur on the boots, and from the looks of it, I think that these boots are see-through. I'm not too sure, guys, but let me know if you agree with me down below. I can also see these boots having so many toggles toggles to them, so I am so excited for these as well. And another thing that got leaked in Dress to Impress is the loading screen that will be coming in the winter update. So as you guys can see, it starts with a very frosty and icy kind of look, and then it quickly transitions to a warm, Christmassy kind of vibe. And I am so happy that they decided to go with both logos. I feel like when the logos got released, a lot of people were debating which one they were going to use, but I am so happy that they ended up using both because one of them gives off very cool vibes and then the other one is more warm vibes. And of course, we have some leaks of the map coming to Dress to Impress. So this is insane, guys. It reminds me so much of like a New York Christmas morning. And there's also going to be an ice skating rink that will be added in the winter update lobby. So this is so exciting, guys. And I definitely prefer this look over the fantasy look that they did for the Halloween update. I feel like it was just a little too much, but from the looks of it, this winter update lobby looks a lot more fashion oriented and it just looks super cool. Now, another thing that we got so many leaks of are the new poses coming to the winter update. So we have a lot of them and they were all made by the same developer under the name Zach. A good majority of them are also going to be animated poses. So this is so fun, guys. I feel like Dress to Impress is getting more and more animated as the updates are coming, which is making it a lot more fun and realistic. Up first, we have the first pose that was ever released and it is an animated snowflake pose. So she is blowing snow up in the air and she is also blowing it from her hands out to the air, which is really cool. We also have a snow angel pose coming to Dress to Impress. So this one is definitely gonna be super fun, guys. I am hoping that they also add a lot of snow in Dress to Impress and you can actually form a snow angel using that pose. I feel like that would be insane. And we also have this cold type of pose. So she is just shivering and, you know, just looks like she's freezing. We also have some sitting down poses. So this one is actually one of my favorites. I feel like it reminds me of like Ariel sitting on a rock or something like that. And we have this one, which is a little questionable, but I feel like it could definitely work when you're trying to show off the bottom part of your outfit. I don't know, guys. We also have some other ones that are not necessarily Christmassy, but they still look really cool and they are coming in the winter update. Comment down below which pose you guys are looking forward to the most. Another thing they're going to be adding a lot of is makeup looks. So there is a lot of new Christmassy makeup looks coming to Dress to Impress in the winter update, and they actually spilled a lot of them. So let's go through each and every one of them. So this is the first set of faces that got released, and they are definitely super frosty and wintry type of vibes. The first one has little snowflakes on the cheek, which is super cute. The second one is more of a bold and glamorous look. The third one is a very neutral colored one, but I still really like the lip color. This one, I just don't even know what's going on, guys. It is kind of creepy, to be honest, but maybe you can use it to make a snow angel. And this last one is honestly my favorite of this set. I feel like this one is so simple yet so perfect at the same time. And this is another set of faces that are getting released in the winter update. So this first one is like a side-eye one. It is kind of creepy, to be honest. I don't know why the eyelashes look like that. This one in the middle is definitely super festive. So it is very green and red and white. So that is Christmas colors for sure. And I love how the lips look kind of like peppermint. Of course, we are getting a Grinch face to Dress to Impress. So I am so excited for this. And I can definitely see a lot of people being the Grinch for the first part of the update. We also have this one, which looks exactly like Elsa in my opinion. It is super frosty and it reminds me of like an Ice Queen vibe. This one is a little reindeer and it kind of looks like it could be Rudolph because there is a red nose in the look, but this one is super cute and I feel like this will pair super well with the horns that we have in the VIP section that were added in the Halloween update. This last one is definitely a pepperminty one because it has little candy canes on her eyelids and it is just a very red look, but I think it looks really good. And we actually got even more makeup looks. So we even have some guy ones that are being added, but this first one is also kind of like a deer look in my opinion, but I'm not too sure about that. This one again is also very frosty and very glittery. This one is honestly kind of scary. I don't know why they look like that. This one just looks sad. And these two are just other guy ones that they are adding. However, the first one is very needed in Dress to Impress. I don't think they have too many like facial hair faces in Dress to Impress for guys. And I am obsessed with this last one. I feel like it is very simple, but I love the details and the freckles they added to this face. And another thing that Dress to Impress confirmed for us is that there will actually also be a New Year's update coming shortly after the winter one. So I am so excited for that. Obviously, for the New Year's update, I don't think the deadline can be too flexible. So it seems like we're gonna get it just a couple weeks after getting the winter update, which is super exciting. This one will definitely be not as big as the winter update or the Halloween one, but we will still be getting a New Year's update, which is super fun. All right, so unfortunately, that is all the leaks I have for you guys. As of now, the winter update is is coming in a couple of days, so make sure you guys are prepared and make sure you guys redeem that code that is only available for 3 hours. Comment down below what you're most excited for and make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.